everyone. Thank you for coming to our Facebook Live. I'm kind of new here. I'm Denise, and this will be my first time hosting the Facebook Lives. If you've been to one of our webinars, you've probably seen me before. But the star of the show today is Psychic Delphine, who's here to go answer some of your questions today. And Delphine, if you want to just introduce yourself a bit. I know this is your second time doing Facebook Lives, I believe, and your anniversary is coming up soon, isn't it?
Yes, I think I started back in March, about 7 years ago. Right.
March
8 years
15th.
ago, even. It might be 8 years ago on California Psychics. Long time I've been working on there. So I'm a psychic medium, so I can do psychic work, tuning into the future, and also mediumship, connecting with loved ones in spirit as well. And I can do areas of love, romance, relationships, career, life path, destiny, life path, and deceased loved ones.
I love that. And just so you know, you were my first psychic reading at California Psychics.
Oh, okay.
yeah. And for people here that are new, there is a $5 promo code, Delphine5, that you can go ahead and get a reading with. And toward the end of the Facebook Live, we'll go over Delphine's schedule just in case you want to book a one-on-one with her. But before we get into the readings, and I see so many amazing questions, we're going to go over just some ground rules, just to keep in mind whenever you post your questions that we can't go over anything medical or legal related, just so you know. And then I think it also helps if you put in your name along with your questions. But we will begin now. There are some questions that I have here. So there is one from Haley. Psychic Delphine, do you see the issues between Andrew and I coming to an end soon with a good or bad outcome?
Yes, I feel I've been shown the numbers 6 to 8. I think within 6 to 8 weeks, around about that time, so May time, things are much better, and you'll be able to give each other another chance with firm boundaries. So I do see the situation easing. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for asking the question, Haley. We're going to go to another one from Michelle. Will things develop between myself and Marty?
Yes, I do see things growing naturally, like a snowball effect, but it's going to take time. I can see you building this and getting to know each other. There may be a geographical distance between you, which is a little bit of an obstacle, but I feel that you will work around this. It feels like he doesn't express much. He doesn't really give the game away. So you're going to have to just let him lead it and go with the flow. You don't want to push for anything with him.
Nice. Thank you so much. We're going to go to another one from Maine 57. I've always wanted to be a nurse, and after 3 rejections, I got accepted but failed my first semester. I reapplied to a different school. Will I get accepted, and should I pursue nursing?
Yes, I do see you being accepted. You could definitely be a nurse, but I feel you'll specialize or go into a very specific type of nursing or something closely linked within that field. So it might not be exactly what you're thinking at the moment, but it will lead you to where you need to be. So maybe this is why I see you going into it. I feel at the time that you failed the first semester, your mind was elsewhere. You were not focusing. Also, your living arrangements weren't right. You were in the middle of moving, or there was some sort of issue around moving with you. So I do feel the next time you go through with this, you will pass, because you're going to have a lot more stability in your life.
I love that. That's really great news.
Do we get feedback or no? So I was going to say, was she moving at the time she started her first semester? I don't know.
Yeah, could you tell us if you're still in there, Maine 57?
There's a lot of chaos, I think, when you took those exams. That's what I felt. but there won't be next time was the message.
I love that for her. And then we're going to go to another one from Ellen. What does the universe want Brian and I to know for our future?
Brian. Well, there's a nice trip coming up for both of you. I can see water. It's like people doing water sports, jet skis. So this could be somewhere like either Florida, California. It's very warm. I feel this will bring you closer together. It feels like it's not fully official between you, but I do feel that it could go that way. It could become more official. I would say over the next 4 to 6 months. And I think the holiday is the turning point, and that's in around 4 months. That's what I'm seeing with those two. I wouldn't say he's ready to live together just yet, or living together, but I do feel that could be on the horizon. But I think this year is more about getting things more official, more closer. That's what I see.
I love that, Ellen. And if like you guys feel free to like drop a comment if it resonates or anything.
He's very good at DIY and fixing things. He may work as a builder or something where he works with his hands. There may be new projects, new work on the horizon for him coming in very soon as well. Maybe that's just like a validation for you.
Oh, nice. That's really great to hear for Ellen. Yeah, and like feel free to drop a comment, Ellen, too, if that resonates.
Interesting to see if that is right. Manuel works with his hands. Maybe he's fixing something for you. That's why I'm getting it. He's helping you. You've got some work to be done, and he's helping you soon. This is like prediction. Maybe you're thinking about this.
Oh, Ellen replied. She said it did.
Oh, okay.
That's nice. Let us know if that handy like came if that resonated too. I'm curious what he's fixing up.
Did she say what he's fixing or not?
No, just that it resonated, but like the comments are flowing in, so sure. I didn't kind of watch it. He remodeled his house. I love that.
He's probably in the middle of it. Yeah, there's a lot of DIY around him. Okay, that makes sense.
That's pretty cool. I love that.
Validations, predictions.
We're going to go on to one from Daniel. So, Daniel, what do you see for my career is what he's asking.
Right. As soon as I tune in, it feels very high flying, or you want to be high flying. It feels very corporate, very competitive as well. I do see you advancing in this sort of industry. I think you'll do very well in it for the next 8 years, and then you'll branch off. So it could be you do something that's either self-employed or you go in a different direction in about 8 years. So you are definitely on the right track. You're going to be quite successful financially as well over the next year, I think 2 years. This year is more saving money and sort of building towards things.
Like I think laying down the groundwork.
Yeah, that's right, with your work. And I think that next year is more, it feels very high flying. It could even involve a job you get involve travel, or there's different locations maybe for business that you need to go to. It's a little bit, I would say, jet set next year. You may even live between 2 locations next year.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm tuning into. This year is a lot of hard work, though. You're going to have to work very hard. Or maybe you're tuning in. Is it Denise? She's tuning in and saying there's groundwork. So yeah.
I'm curious to know what career you're looking into, Daniel. Like what kind of like the jet set life and things like that.
Corporate. I think corporate, bit businessy, very competitive. Could involve legal contracts as well.
Oh wow. Yeah, feel free to drop a comment if anything resonated, Daniel. I'm curious to know what it is and things like that. So let us know. So we're going to move on to Mary Ann. So any messages from my spirit guides regarding my twin flame is her question.
Sure. It's quite a wide question. Okay. Right, it's interesting what I'm getting here. I get there's two people you're looking at. Both are sort of soul connections. I'm not going to specifically use the word of twin flame in specifics for this, but they're two soul connections. One is in your future, and one is kind of around you now. And I think there's definitely choices coming up for you, but I sense you're quite scared of making these choices. You're going to be quite scared of it. So obviously the time has to be right. The one at the moment feels there's still a little bit of work and karma to work through with. So he's still around you, but there is definitely a new person coming in. Oh, wow. that could live like almost on the opposite side of the country to you as well, the new one. So he may want you to move, but it's a bit later on. So it's an interesting situation you're in. The person around you at the moment, I feel you've known for a very long time, many years. And it's safe in a way because you use a familiarity. But there is definitely a new gentleman that would have a soul connection with you as well.
That sounds like a beautiful message for Mary Ann. Drop a comment, Mary Ann, if anything resonated. Oh, I think she did. Oh,
what did she say?
Let me scroll back up.
Choice of two men. That's the prediction.
Oh no, I think it was a different Mary Ann.
Oh, well, there's two people called Mary Ann.
Yeah, there's two people called Mary Ann. We'll probably, I'm starring her. So we'll get to her question.
That's all right.
Okay. Well, we'll go on to the other Mary Ann.
Oh, okay. It's another Mary Ann.
Another Mary Ann. Hi, I would love your insight about Rob as a potential long-term romantic partner. Any timelines would be appreciated.
Sure. Okay. I get with you and Rob, there is a beginnings here of something. I want to say it's sort of like a new little plant growing with little shoots. It's not quite a big tree yet. So I do feel that there is a romantic attraction. There's definitely a connection there, something to build on. Timelines would be roughly kind of over the next 6 months. I think I do see romantic progress between you. But then she's asking potential long term. It does have a longer term feel, but I'm not being shown the exact timing of that, of how long it is. But it does have a longer term feel. The best way to approach this type of relationship, because I've sensed Rob is extremely independent, his energy, likes his freedom, is that you let it flow, literally let it flow like a river with this guy, and you don't show him that you're expecting anything. You keep him guessing.
Kind of playing it cool.
Yes, because he's quite independent and he likes to be in control from the energy. He might be a taller guy as well, like 6 foot over, slimish build. He does a management job, so he's used to being in control. And I think you've got to learn how to let him lead it for the longevity of this. But the romantic connection is there.
Oh, that's a beautiful message. Mary Ann, let us know if that resonated at all. And I am sifting through some questions here. Meanwhile, we're going to go to Jean, who's asking if his brother is okay on the other side.
Jean. Sure. I'll get a gentleman that used to wear a baseball cap a lot, even indoors, or some sort of hat. this gentleman liked fishing a lot, or he was a Pisces, or both. Liked being near water. I feel he is safe and well, and I feel he is with his grandmother, or a grandmother vibration that you would know of. And he sometimes comes around you in the kitchen. I can see the hobs in the kitchen. It could be that very recently you were baking something that looks like cookies or cakes. You were doing something with baking very recently, and he was there. And you may have made a very big mess, like all the flour went on the floor or something, or eggs went on the floor. Is that right? And there's also something with your car he's showing me coming up. You're worried about your car. You're going to be having to fix the car. It's very random. So he is okay. Yes, he's well.
I love kind of watching over her. Jean, let us know if that gave you any insight or healing to know that.
But before he passed, he had an ambition to go around the world, like around the world trip. He may have involved you or told you about it. So he's making me aware of that. You may do part of that trip yourself.
Oh, I love that.
And he had a fascination with Chile, or that kind of, is it Machu Picchu, that area? I don't know if he was talking to you about doing a trip there. Again, very random.
I'm trying to see if she's replying, but I've always wanted to go to Machu Picchu too.
Oh, you did? Okay. Do we know what she's saying? We're not sure.
Yeah, I don't see any comments coming from Jean.
Okay, so yes, he is safe and well. I feel he is definitely one of your spirit guides, and he'll be around you when you do your traveling as well, because you're going to do some traveling.
I love that. Like kind of like completing things that he wanted to do.
Yeah, it may be Europe, South America. There's a few things you're going to do, but he was very adventurous. He had a lot of big plans. I feel he had like an illness or something that was very sudden and then passed. So he wasn't able to complete what he wanted to do. And he was very good at drawings, or like graphical drawings. I don't know if he had plans of doing architecture or engineering, but he was very interested in that as well.
Okay.
And my number 29 as well. I don't know if he passed when he was 29 or on 29th, or it was his birthday, or the number 29 was very significant. Be great to get feedback on this, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I don't see any coming in from Jean, so I guess we'll move on. But like, feel free if we show your question to like chime in and let us know if it's resonating. The interactive is very great. So we're gonna move on to Tony. How would my son and I's future be in a couple of months?
Sure, future prediction. There's definitely a decision over moving with you both. There's something up in the air with living arrangements, moves. It may be that you're looking at staying with a relative for a short time, maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks, and then doing a move. But it's all about movement over the next 2 months. And just really limiting your spending as well, like restructuring your spending. Finances have come up as well. Then it's clearer. The road ahead is much clearer for you. You're also disconnecting from some, or a difficult friend or a negative friend. This is a female. And it's like, I want to say, is definitely a new start for you, kind of June onwards. And for your son as well.
Seems like a lot of positive movement, like, you know, like physically and then kind of like emotionally from like friends who maybe didn't have her best interest at heart.
Yes, it's just a new, when I tune in, it's like a new chapter. It's definitely physical movement though. She's moving to a new place. Be interesting to see if that happens.
Me too. Yeah. Tony, let us know if that reading resonated too. We'd love to like hear back from it. I'm gonna meanwhile move on to Deshawn, can you tell me about my acting career and relationship with Tyler?
Okay, it's 2 questions.
Yeah, there's a few.
And Granddad.
And yeah, we can take it one by one or
okay,
just
sure,
one.
I'll try my best. Okay, acting career. acting career. It's been slow. It's been slow to get off the ground. I think there'll be a new agent. You'll find a new agent, you know, those agent people that get you work. It's going to be a little bit of a maze to get to where you want to be, but you will have to really persevere. It will involve a lot of perseverance. There's a bit of travel coming up with that as well. I don't know if you do modelling as well or promotional modelling, but there's something where you're promoting something. So it's not exactly acting, but it could be linked. I've got you doing that as well. So it's all very exciting, very positive, high energy. I was going to say, you may start your own little acting thing. It might be that you're filming yourself or you're doing something on social media. I could see you doing little videos and things. So that's going to take off as well to help promote you. Relationship with Tyler. Okay. It feels like Tyler doesn't know what they want. They don't know. It's like I get a bit of a yo-yo with this. So with this type of energy, you're going to have to put extra firm boundaries to go forward. Tyler is in your future, but it feels very unbalanced at the moment. I also feel they are actually having a lot of problems with work as well. There's a lot of instability and change coming up with their work. So you will have to be patient and put some boundaries, but I still get that yo-yo effect. So be aware of that. I would focus more on your career than relationship. That's what I'm seeing psychically at the moment. Granddad Keith Perry. I get somebody with a stick or had a stick, quite active right up until the end. May have liked gardening or allotments, being outdoors a lot. Liked singing as well. I think he used to sing to himself. I don't know if you sing as well. You may have that theatrical, creative side from him. He was like that. I would say a larger than life character, very jokey, very good sense of humour. Bit of a loner though, like to be alone, maybe in nature, like to be very by himself a lot. Reads a newspaper as well, reads a very large newspaper, he's showing me. Yes, I do feel he does come around you. And he's giving you a lot of support with the theatrical side of your life, because I feel you got that from him. He's got that sort of character.
Deshawn, let us know if that's true. That seems like so amazingly lovely to know that's something you all share together.
So very, very positive. I don't know if you've ever done, it's also tap dancing, Deshawn. You've done tap dancing when you were young, or he did. There's a link to that. So it's basically following your dreams and your career, and maybe don't focus too much on the relationship side, but you can keep it there, but put it to one side. That's what I would say.
Definitely. And I totally agree. And I think that'll kind of flow in as like you focus on your career, because you're not holding on too tight.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay, Deshawn, like to feel free to like chime in at any point. But one of my coworkers told me from the reading that we did with Jean that the number 29 was actually the number when their mom passed.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. Number 29. Your mum must be around me then. She came through, because I don't always know who's there, but I have to just.
But you feel them.
I don't have a long time to give the message, so it's whatever Do you know what I mean? Whatever I can get in like 1 minute.
I
So
know.
that's lovely. That's lovely.
I know that was a beautiful message, and I know like it was there was 3 of them. So thank you for going through them. I think that was really insightful for Deshawn. And now we're gonna jump into another one from Linda. I love the name Linda, by the way. I'd like to know if the universe is sending any messages about me getting a job and when. Also, if there's any info on being able to pay my bills.
It sounds like Linda, you're in a very strange situation at the moment, but the good news is there is a job. Yeah. There is definitely a job coming in very soon. There's 2 jobs actually. So the first job feels like a shorter term job, and I get April now next month. You either find it, you interview, or you sign a contract. April, May. That ties you over nicely, but it's not going to be a long-term job because you're going to leave that to get the next job after that, which is longer term. And this could all happen within 6 to 8 months. So from a gap between 6 to 8 months from the temporary job to the permanent or more longer term job. So the next job is a stepping stone for you. Mm. So it's still going to be a bit chaotic for you, but at least you then the money starts flowing in. I feel you'll always be looked after in your when I tune into you, your karma is not in your finances. You'll always have money and work. If anything, I think your karma is to do with your family, and they have sort of put a lot of burden on you to look after them or support them, maybe support them financially. I don't know if this is right.
Let us know, Linda. I see her chiming in the comments.
And that's what I'm tuning into, but you will always be looked after as regards to jobs. But there's 2 coming in. Possibly the second one is possibly at the end of this year or early next year. So it's good news. Don't worry.
That is good news. And Linda said, tell that to my bank account.
Yes, you'll get there will be a paycheck coming in. Mm-hmm. There's one springtime.
Yeah, it sounds like you're moving into like a really positive direction, and it'll all be well very soon.
Coming out of a period of stagnation, because sometimes we can get a bit stuck for a few months, and then the energy changes. So she's going to have that energy change.
I love that. Let's see. There are a lot of great comments, by the way, and I'm trying to sift through them to find one that we can head to next. And so here is one from Emily. Emily's asking, would I be purchasing my vehicle this weekend? I would really like to know.
I feel this is a slightly bigger vehicle. This could be like a 4-wheel drive. It's not a small car or vehicle. It's slightly bigger. You may use it for business or work purposes as well. I don't know if you do a side business or a project. There's a little bit of a delay. You could definitely purchase it this weekend, but it feels that there's going to be a delay with it. So you may not get it exactly this weekend. It could be the following week, I'd say up to two weeks, because there's a small delay, but you could definitely go to sort of do the paperwork. That's not an issue. Sunday, I think Sunday's relevant. I don't know why that is.
Oh, that seems like great news. Emily, let us know what you thought of that.
Did you have a problem with your car in July, or last July there was an issue with your car? There's something happened. That's what I'm picking up. July was a difficult month. I don't know if you've been without a car since July. I'm not sure. Sometimes I get things. And
or maybe like a fender bender, or like something major to fix on the car.
We don't know. No. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because it's like a validation, I suppose, just tuning in. We don't know.
Oh yes, I think yes. I'm looking into. Yeah, WD. You're correct. Yes, it doesn't work anymore. I've been without a car since then. You're so right.
July,
okay, wow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, July was dodgy. No car since July. Fine.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you, Emily.
Yeah, there's a father figure around her in spirit, granddad or father figure, someone like that, that's helping you with the car. He
Aw.
knew about cars a lot, this gentleman. Slightly balding head, dry sense of humour. He's just come in now as well. It's a bit of mediumship for you.
Aw. Kind of letting you know, like, she's going to be okay. I'm watching over
Yeah,
her.
I think he gave me the July because it was written for me. He's the guy that gave me the July. So it's he's been around you. I think it's like a father figure, granddad figure.
Aw, I love
Interesting
it.
to know. Larger car could be silver or light blue in color. The new car, lighter color, metallic.
I think that's really great news for Emily. Let us know, Emily, what car you're interested in looking in, if you're interested to know. But we are going to move on to one from Vicky, who's asking if there's any good news coming my way anytime soon. And I think we all could use some good news.
Yes, yeah. I can see for you a celebration or work event. There's something to do with a celebration. You're dressed up. It's linked to work or work acquaintances. Someone's making a speech or there's some public speaking at this event. It's important you go because you network with people, and it sort of improves everything for you professionally. And you're dressed in, I'd say, a darker coloured dress or skirt top outfit, but it's definitely dressed up. You're definitely dressed up. So this is coming in quite soon for you, over the next maybe 2-3 weeks. Then after that, shortly after that, there's a very short trip, 1 or 2 days maximum. Yeah, countryside. You're walking around. It's not where you live. It's a little further, not too far, but a little further. Lots of green around you. Could be a forest, could be a little river or water as well. And you're doing that for 2 days, give or take. I don't think it's as long as a week. So these 2 events happen back to back. So and there might be a shopping trip at some point as well.
Ooh.
So you're buying some clothes. So
New
it's
style.
yes, you do have quite a nice lifestyle coming up, right? quite energetic.
Yeah, that seems like really great news, like a weekend getaway of sorts, and then shopping spree.
Yeah, that's something. I think the shopping sprees before the weekend getaway. It's like she just
to prepare for it.
She dashes to the shops like it might be like
I need this dress.
Yeah, just quickly gets what she needs, and it might be before the event actually, and then it's like a quick dash, and then she's got to pack her bag for the. And I can see everything kind of happening over, every day this consecutive.
Oh, wow. Vicky, let us know if you kind of know where you're going for that weekend getaway.
Yeah. It felt very, very exciting. Very,
like playful, energetic, kind
of. Fast-paced. Yeah. But then when she gets to this nature thing, it's very calm. Everything. She may live in the city, like very busy where she lives. And
so it's kind of like a peaceful reset of sorts.
Yes, that's what she needs after all of that with work and events and things. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, let us know if where you're going to go, because I'm interested. But we're going to move on to Francesca. She says she's currently studying an MA in TV fiction writing at university. Do you see me getting job or employment from the course this year to work in the TV industry?
Yes, it will be some sort of work experience placement. It could be volunteering to begin with, or some sort of is it called an internship, like a placement? That's the way I think you'll go. It'll be some sort of TV station, studios, and I feel that's how you will break into this. You'll get your foot in the door. So yes, you definitely have a path ahead of you. There's also theatre as well that's coming up for you. it's going to happen very organically. So one door opens, then you meet someone, then they open another door. And I think that your biggest obstacle is your overthinking. I think you're overthinking about everything. You're very worried, and I think you need to just let it flow. There's definitely a career for you in this industry.
Oh, I love to hear that. I get that with overthinking, Francesca. Let us know, like, kind of like what kind of things you're interested in doing with like your internship, or like kind of like projects you're working on. That'd be great to know. And really quick, I'm going to backtrack to Vicky. So apparently she's going to Vegas in August.
Oh, okay. I don't. Maybe it doesn't sound like. Well, she might go.
Maybe it's a surprise. Maybe it's a surprise. Something that's happening in Vegas.
Okay. That could explain the shopping. Do they do shopping there?
Perhaps. Vicky, let us know if you plan to go shopping there. Okay. Well, meanwhile, we will go to. Let's see. We will go to Krista. I would like to connect with my daughter, Samantha, please.
What I sense with her is, I think there was a breathing problem, and I think she was very peaceful at the end. That's what I get a sense of. Did she pass at 18 or with an 8? 28 is an 8. There's an 8 in the number. Quite artistic, very creative. I think there was a small dog that's with her in spirit that she liked a lot, that passed. It was like a golden brown colour with floppy ears. I feel she's definitely at peace. She may be with an auntie. Did you have an aunt that passed as well?
Kind of looking after her.
Yeah, I feel she stands next to an aunt, or her aunt. It might be her Krista's sister or a sister-in-law, but there's somebody like that stands with her. She's definitely young when she passed. In your house, there's a leaky tap, or there's leaks. There's a lot of problems with leaks at the moment with pipes, and she's been around you. She can see this. Is that right?
From one of the comments, Krista's saying she was 18 and yet she had a dog that had passed.
I got the age. Okay, and the leaks. She's worried about the leaks. In fact, you may even move. You may move. I think where you're living has caused you a lot of problems. Get a lot of water damage, leaks. She's been around you. She's around you in your home. She's very much at peace. Yeah, she cuddles the dog. I saw her.
Oh.
Holding the dog. They're together. And the auntie lady next to her with the hat. I don't know who wore the hat. The auntie wore the hat, I think.
Is helping them look after them. Krista also replied saying that she doesn't know of any leaky pipes. Maybe that's a heads up.
Oh God. There'll be a leak. Okay. Might be a prediction, but I think the girl is around you. Your daughter.
But she's planning on moving.
Oh, she is. Yeah, I felt she was moving. Okay. I think where she's moving to is very nice. It might be more outside of the city, more outskirts. You may see horses nearby where you're moving to in the field as well.
Are the leaky pipes in the new place or in the current
No,
place?
no, they're not. They're not in the new
Good.
place. It's where she is now. There's going to be. It might be a drain pipe. It might be what do you call when it rains with the guttering? I don't know. There's going to be something like that. It's not very good news, but the good news is you're moving.
Yes,
so.
You're moving.
Yeah.
And on the auntie that Krista said that might be her good friend that passed away. So like someone who's kind of like that has an auntie energy because they were so close.
So no, it was her sister. It was like a sister energy for her, but an auntie energy for the daughter. And wore a hat a lot, dark coloured hat.
Does she wear a hat a lot, Krista? Your friend that passed away?
Stomach condition, stomach, gallbladder, this area was damaged or affected for the friend.
Yeah, and Krista says there's a lot of leaks in the current place because it's an older place.
Yeah, that's where the leaks are, but where she's moving to, there's no leak. Okay,
that's always good news.
There was a little, but I don't. Maybe she can't fix them anymore. Do you know what I mean? You know when it's a problem and you just got to get out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like after, like there's not much you can do. Like, no, I just need to go to a whole new place, basically.
Yeah, it's awful. Those leaks. That can be very emotional as well. Leaks can symbolise the emotional releases as well you're going through. Yes. So the move is going to be a very new chapter for you.
Very symbolic.
Your daughter and your friend and the dog will be very much supporting you during this move.
Like spirit guides of sorts, maybe.
Yes,
like just guardian angels.
Is a type of spirit guide for her, and she will walk with her for her journey.
That's beautiful. And back to her friend that Krista said that her friend did love to wear crazy hats all the time when they were out.
Big hats all the time.
Yeah. I love it.
Can't miss it.
Yeah.
Can't miss it. Yeah.
I love that bold style. Thank you, Krista. Let us know if there's any, like things that resonate from the reading. We love to hear them. I love this interaction so much. But meanwhile, we're going to go to Kathy. Do you see Tom H. and I having a future together?
Right, Tom. He's hard to pin down, this one, isn't he? Is he he's a bit of a joker, quite charming, quite comedic, difficult to pin down. So with this sort of energy, you mustn't initiate, even with contact. Let him come to you, reel him in. It will be challenging to have something grounded, but you can still have him in. He's still in your future. Don't focus too much on the future because he's going to sense your anxiety over that. Live in the here and now and just focus on reeling him in. So let him come to you and just keep the interest going because he's quite difficult to pin down. There may be fears there with him, fears of commitment, could be divorced as well, or long-term relationship ended. Quite recently, I'd say within the last couple of years for him, 2-3 years. And I think he's still sort of needing his freedom. Maybe he's still finding himself, but you could still have a lot of fun and good times and just sort of keep reeling him in. That's what I would say with Tom.
So he's kind of like still maybe like healing of sorts, like trying to get his footing back into like a stable relationship. Do you have like any maybe movement? Like, do you think he'll come forward with something for Kathy? Like, Kathy, feel free to chime in with about anything.
What's the question? Will he come forward?
Yeah, I guess will he be more open? I guess for Kathy.
They could go, it's either they go to the cinema or there's some sort of film DVD. I don't know if people watch DVDs.
I still have some.
Yeah, so do I. DVD experience. I don't know what this is. Maybe he's coming to see you and you're watching something on the telly together, or it's a cinema. But there's something like that that's a turning point. And you're going to talk more, but I wouldn't push the talking. I wouldn't ask too many questions. Let him tell you things. Yeah. So he comes forward in a way that I would say it's gradual and it's indirect. So he's not predatory. I wouldn't say he's a predatory energy. He's sort of, if anything, he observes. He's kind of watching to see your behavior, to see if you're gonna push or force anything. He's actually quite observant.
Gotcha.
Could be, I was going to say, could be a bit of a game of chess with this one. So you make a move, he makes a move. It's strategy chess. That's how I see it. Chess game with him.
Oh wow, yeah. I guess like very slow moving or cautious in a way.
Yes, he is, because he's had a bad breakup within the last 2 to 3 years. The long-term relationship. They may have had a relationship that went on for like 6 years.
Oh wow.
It's like a long relationship. It wasn't just like a few months.
Yeah,
It's a problem.
Definitely. Yeah, Kathy, let us know if that resonated between like you and Tom. We'd love to know about that. And best of luck with you both. But we're going to move on to Sonia. She's saying, do you see a promotion or advancement for me soon? And I'm hoping.
I feel you've been lined up for one for quite a while now. I think there was supposed to be something in September for this, but it keeps getting pushed back. There is going to be an opportunity within your company, but it's not technically a promotion. What I see happening is it's more of like a different role. It's a different role that is slightly more money and slightly higher or managerial, but it's not a technical promotion, and you're going to have to apply for it. You will get it. July, August, I think someone will leave. It may even be in a completely different department, because I think 2 or 3 people are leaving. You'll have to keep your eye out for it. The reason your promotion keeps being pushed back is I think they're planning changes. There's a few changes happening and they're waiting to see what happens. But yes, you will climb the ladder and you will do well. You will definitely be more successful financially with your new role. And I have a sense the new role is more you're being your own boss more. You're kind of doing your own thing. I think at the moment you work in a team, or there's a large group of you, and I don't think you like that for some reason. I don't think that works well. I think I see you doing something a little bit more on your own, but more managerial. But eventually you'll change your career completely. You'll retrain and you'll go into a completely different direction 5 years from now. But you're definitely on the right track. You'll definitely make your money. You'll make your money and you enjoy what you do, but I feel there will be a change of direction for the better in about 5 years. Maybe that's like a big job you get, or a really big opportunity, and that will be in a different company.
Yeah, and that's something more her style.
Yes, but I feel at the moment there's definitely work to do here. There's money to make and work to do. So
great news. So let us know, Sonia, if that resonated. I'd love to know, like maybe what kind of like industry you are in or something like that.
She may also be having to learn a new computer software or some new skills with the computers where she's working as well.
Yeah.
Or they're installing something new at the moment. New software system.
That's great though, like expanding her skills, and then in the future she's going to really like go in the direction that she's going to really shine.
A lot of skills. She's going to be learning a lot of skills this year. That's why I feel she has to be there.
Like it's a year of growth almost.
Yes.
All right, I'd love to know more, Sonia, so let us know. But we're going to go on to, so this one's more general, but I would love for them to get something. They say they're T. Harris says they're here every week and I never have a question answered. Let us know, though, directly if you have a specific question, T. Harris. But I don't know if you feel anything regarding their energy, Delphine. I know it's very
what's
broad.
the question? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just in general, some messages for tea. Sure.
Maybe some good news.
You've got for tea. There's definitely an admirer. There's an admirer you've had for a while, not a long time.
T does have a question. Will Chico and I connect?
Oh, that might be the admirer. See, I got onto it when she asked it.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, I knew there was an admirer somewhere. Yes, he's been watching you. I don't think he's been in your life a long time, but he's definitely been in your life several months or so from last year. He's been observing, he's watching you for a while, definitely admiring you. I'd say yes, you will connect, but it's a slow reconnection. I think he's the sort of person, once he's in something, he can get a little bit, feels sometimes a bit trapped. So he kind of goes off, but then he'll miss the connection again. So, but you've got to be careful that he's not in and out of your life. You've got to be clear with him when he comes back in, that he's either in or out. You've got to be quite clear with him, because I don't think he really understands. He just thinks you're waiting and he can just come back in. But I think he watches your social media.
Oh.
He admires, I think maybe you've posted something, a holiday picture or something like that, and he's admiring it. He's kind of watching you from afar, but you're not realizing. So he's still there. Have you been broken up 3 months?
Oh,
3
that's
months.
A good question.
3.
Let us know, T, if you were recently broken up with, like maybe 3 months ago.
Oh, we don't know.
Yes, he said yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Also, does he have something with his teeth? There's either a gap in the teeth, gold tooth, silver tooth. The teeth are very unusual.
About
something
3?
over his teeth. Oh, that was 3 months ago, wasn't it? But no, the teeth. Oh, yes, he's got the teeth. Teeth? Yeah, she's saying yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's confirmation. That's him. Yes, I feel he has missed the connection, but he needs his freedom, so he kind of goes off and he doesn't even.
He said no nice teeth.
He doesn't have nice teeth, or no nice teeth. No nice teeth. He's got something with the teeth. Okay, maybe a gold filling or something. I don't think 3 months is a very long time, so don't panic. He's definitely going to contact you. He doesn't see it as that he's gone. He just sees it as he's having a break. Do you know what I mean? So that's why you need to put your boundaries when he does come back in. And he will act completely normal. Like when he comes back in, he will just act like
nothing happened.
Yes, there's been no gap. And that's where you put your boundary. Interesting character. Yes, he's got an interesting character.
But definitely, like, the message is, like, like boundaries, or like kind of like for T whenever.
Yeah, you could definitely give him another chance. Give him another chance, but you would need to be very much in control. Take the power back there, because at the moment he's in control.
And you should be in control.
Or more equal.
Yes, definitely. Equal. Definitely. And we are closing in on time. So maybe like one more question before it's crazy how an hour has flown by.
Yeah, it goes fast.
Quick. I know. I was like, whoa.
Did you want to do, you didn't want to do the tarot? Or?
We could. Yeah, go ahead. Do it. Yes.
We usually do it the last 15 minutes, but we can just do a few, because it's fun. Shuffling. Okay, sure. There's definitely teeth there. Maybe she'll meet someone there might be someone else or maybe he's having his teeth done. When he meets you again, he'll say he's had the dentist or a tooth filling. I don't know. There's definitely something with that guy's teeth. It's about his confirmation.
Or maybe like a nice smile or something.
No, he's talking about his teeth.
Oh, got you.
I can only give you what I'm seeing. I can't make it up. Right? And I've just dropped the devil card. That's passion and lust, isn't it? So we were talking about that. Okay. Sure.
Synchronicities.
So, yeah. Do we have another question?
Oh yes. Maybe from, let's see. There we go. From Steph. Love card, please.
Sure. Two of Swords. So this is about a choice, a decision. Two options. Could be two gentlemen that are interested in you. I feel one could be a work link, acquaintance stroke work link. One could be like a recent ex that you may still be in contact with. So maybe your head's a little bit confused, you're a bit mixed up, you're not sure the direction to go in. Again, I always say go with the flow, don't overanalyze. But with Two of Swords, decisions, and it's got a moon here, so it could signify the next new moon, which is the 21st of March. So around this time, maybe your things are being revealed, you're tuning into what you want more, you know what your path is clearer, like you can see what is going to happen yourself with this. So definitely one of these gentlemen is you're going to go forward with them. You will go forward with one of them. It'd be interesting to see if she has got two men she likes, or a choice of two people.
Yeah, let us know, Steph. And then, did you want to do one more, Delphine?
Yes.
Okay, this one's from Mike, and he says, future card, please.
Sure, Mike. This is a very good card. This is the Eight of Wands. This is all about communication. It may be that you're waiting for a letter. This could be a very important agreement letter. I have a feeling this could be work related or something very professional. It could even be like a business project you're thinking about doing. You're waiting to hear back from somebody to give the go ahead to initiate things. And this is actually very positive for you. This is all coming in again, spring, summer. It's very good energy for you, May, June. Also get contracts being signed with this card, and a bit of negotiation. So it feels very work orientated, business work, creative projects, very professional feel to it. It may even involve some sort of legal contract as well that you're signing. I can also see keys. It's unclear if this is a new vehicle. There's a lot of vehicles tonight. It's either a new vehicle or it might be a real estate deal, something with real estate or housing, but it doesn't feel like you're going to live in this house. It feels more for business purposes. That'd be very interesting, what I'm tuning into. Very interesting for you.
That is. That's really good news, though. I love that from Mike. And we're closing in on time, but thank you so much, Delphine, for your time. This is definitely fun. Thank you for letting me host and working together. But everyone, if you want a one-on-one reading with Delphine, feel free to check her out on our website or app. Delphine, I don't know if you want to go over your upcoming schedule, maybe.
My hours are all over the place, but the next time online will be tomorrow, Tuesday. I work nearly every day, so 6 days a week. So just check out my schedule to book an appointment.
I love that. And thank you all so much for attending. I can't wait to see you again next time. So we're going to head out. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me today.
I know. And, thank you so much for working with me today as well.
Thank you. And thanks, Spirit, as well.
Bye, everyone.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.